Hey everybody, it's Luke from Galaxy Tech Review, and today we're going to do a retrospective runaround. This is a jumping puzzle in the Silverwastes, and this is the longest jumping puzzle in the game. This takes about 15 or so minutes plus to do. You're going to start at the Grotto Waypoint, Dry Dock Grotto Waypoint, and you're going to see a lot of those velocity elixirs that I just picked up there. There's two main sections to this jumping puzzle. The first section is going to be getting 8 milestones. Down on the right hand side as we come down off of this ship is this little kit guy here. You can talk to him, give him a silver, and he will take you to the last waypoint that you got. Here is our first waypoint, and we have to get all 8 obviously to complete the jumping puzzle. I have done all 8. I'm just going back through so that I can make this video for you guys to check out. So I will be chiming in here on certain parts, and I'll let you guys check this out. But getting all of these waypoints is crucial. And then the second portion of the jumping puzzle is a bunch of Skritt holes that you have to go through, and you have to go through the correct ones. If you do not go through the correct ones, it will put you back to the beginning of the Skritt hole portion of the jumping puzzle. So pay attention at that point as well. There up ahead is number 3 as far as our milestones go. So we're going to jump down to the right here, and you can see their flag is already there for number 3. We're working our way down to this velocity elixir here, and then we'll just continue on. Once you start crossing this bridge here, you will see a number 4 up on the right hand side, so milestone number 4 there. 4 more to go. And just hug the wall to the right, you'll see a velocity elixir in front of you. You can just grab that. And there's an interesting part down here. You'll get to the second shelf, and you'll see that there's a chest on your left hand side. We're going to want to drop down to this. Don't worry if you die, because if you die, the Skritt will come and resurrect you. And you can go and grab that chest if you want, but we still need to drop down to where that elixir is. And I'm going to die real quick just to show you that the Skritt does come and resurrect me right here at the velocity elixir. But this is where you're going to want to start. Okay, so here is your next checkpoint here. So we're all set with our next checkpoint, and we will continue up from here. This part is not too hard, it's just a bunch of rock climbing, so you don't have to worry about it too much. Just follow all the way up here until you get to the very top again. Okay, so now at this part here, you're just going to drop straight down. Again, you may die if you do. Don't worry about it. This is a pretty easy portion. You just drop straight down into this cavern and follow this around to the right-hand side here. And again, we're going to have our next milestone. From here, you hug the wall and you just drop straight down. And a move to the left, you'll see that velocity elixir over there, and that's what we're going to grab real quickly. And then you're going to turn around and run under this outcrop. There are golden badges that you can grab along the way if you want to. For this, I'm not going to grab too many of those just because I'm trying to get through the jumping puzzle. See, there's a chest down here you can grab, but we're going to aim for this plank here, and then we're going to drop down to the elixir. And then we are going to move forward from here. Just hug the wall. Be careful while you're doing this. If you fall here, you will have to go back. That velocity elixir is where we're trying to get to, so we're going to jump down to these two planks. When you get to the second plank, you can just straight back off the plank and land on the landing. From there we can move forward, and there is our I believe sixth milestone. 6th or 7th, one or the other. You're going to want to go around to the right here, and you're going to follow this all the way around until you see a fence, and then you're going to make a right-hand turn at the fence. That was milestone number 6, by the way. Up ahead, you can see milestone number 7. You're going to want to jump / glide across this portion here, and you are now at milestone number 7. So we're almost at the halfway point of the jumping puzzle. Once you get past number 7, you just kind of hug the wall and run around here. You'll see up ahead there's another chest that I grabbed earlier. But for this, we are going to go down to the right. And there's a boulder that you're looking for. You can see it right in front of me, and I'm going to try to drop onto that boulder. You can glide to save yourself, and that right there is milestone number 8. That's the last milestone that you get. At this point, there's a little transition phase, and then we'll start using the Skritt holes. So you'll have to pay attention to what Skritt hole you'll need to enter. So you can just drop down here and hug the wall to the right. And this will take us to the area that starts the Skritt hole interactions of the jumping puzzle. Once you get to this point here, you can just jump down to these ledges.
A new discovery.
And kind of just fall down. And you want to go to this white sandy outcropping and follow it around to the right. What's going to happen here is it's going to bring us to this long landing with your first Skritt hole that you're going to have to interact with. And at that point, we will be pretty much halfway through, or a little over halfway through the jumping puzzle. Okay, so once we're at this first Skritt hole, you're going to notice that up on the left-hand side is a kind of bubbling cauldron. If you are to take the wrong Skritt hole, it will put you back at that cauldron and you'll have to start this all over again. So take the first Skritt hole here, and then we will just follow these planks along. You can choose to grab any golden lost badges that you want to. If you're daring enough to do so, you can do that. I grabbed one or two along the way, but for the most part, we're just trying to get through the jumping puzzle, so we're not going to focus on that. Once you're down in here, this will be the next Skritt hole that you will take right here in the corner. You'll follow this to your left. And then you will jump down across these planks. Fall down into this corner, and this will be the next Skritt hole. And then you will go behind this little rock that looks like a square here. Jump across these planks, and then there's a Skritt hole on your right that you want to take. Now you'll be at a velocity elixir. You can take that, and what we're going to do is we are going to jump up, and then we are going to turn around and continue up. In the corner will be the next Skritt hole that you take. Once you get to this one, you'll know that you got to the right one because you'll have that little banister there. And then you can jump or slash glide across to these, to the corner, or you'll take your next Skritt hole. Then you want to work your way around here, up this plank, and to the right. Now here is an interesting part. You want to jump down here, and you don't want to take that Skritt hole right there. You want to jump down to the next ledge, and there'll be a Skritt hole over there to the right that you want to take. Okay, and then we're going to go to our left here. You can try to get up to that magnificent chest if you want. I'm not going to waste too much time showing you how to do that. So we'll get down to this point here. We'll take this one right here. You'll see these stalactites sticking out and know that you're in the right spot. There's just one hole that you can use here, so you're going to do that right here. I'm going to continue ahead. And you're going to jump over to your right. And you're going to pass this one up. There's a chest down there if you want to try to grab it. But again, I'm not going to waste too much time getting any of those. Over there on the right hand side, you're going to see that there are 3 Skritt holes, and that's where we're headed. So you can cross over these 2 planks here and drop down to your right. And you want to take the, out of the 3, you want to take the one the furthest to your right. Then we just follow it to the right, down to this little spot. You'll go down, and there'll be one hidden behind this plank, and that's the one you're going to want to take. From there, there's a velocity elixir we can grab. So we're going to grab that and turn around. And you're just going to want to jump up to this ledge and follow it around, pretty much hugging it to the left. At this point, we are almost at the end of the jumping puzzle itself. You are now completed all the Skritt holes, the correct Skritt holes, and you didn't have to go back, so that's a good thing. Jump over to the right here and just keep following it around. More golden lost badges. If you choose to grab them, you can do that as well. Just keep hugging the wall to the left, and you'll see this final spot right here. This is your final marker to let you know that once you get up here that your retrospective runaround has been completed. You get 10 achievement points and a mastery point for it. You also get an endless Skritt burglar tonic. So that's a great thing to have, you know, just as kind of an extra incentive for, you know, taking, you know, 16 to 20 minutes of your game time to get this correct. There's a lost badge up here you can grab if you want to. For some reason, I'm having a hard time jumping, so I just use my mount to get it. So you can grab that if you want. But at this point, you are done the jumping puzzle. There is a chest that you can grab here that I'll also show you right now. Over to the left, you'll see that there's a magnificent chest here at the end of the jumping puzzle, like most jumping puzzles. This one happens to be locked. There are suspicious rubble, 3 piles of suspicious rubble over here, and each one will have a key fragment in it that you can grab. So you'll grab it. It's a Skritt key fragment, 1 of 3. So you'll grab all 3 of those and you'll be able to open it up. Just grabbing these is what you want to do. You do not want to use the Skritt hole in the middle because that'll take you out of the jumping puzzle. That little Skritt hole to the right there. So once you search through the rubble, you can open up the chest. And you'll have to fight a Skritt burglar. He's very easy to kill. And then you can grab your loot.
There's the power. I want the project's life cycle to go on forever. So Etcha, here.
So there you go. That is the jumping puzzle. I hope this helped you out. This is an extremely long jumping puzzle. Obviously, it took me about 18 minutes to do it. But you do get a mastery point out of it. You do get 10 achievement points out of it, and some pretty decent loot out of it as well. This was Luke from Galaxy Tech Review. If you'd like to see more Guild Wars point of interest jumping puzzles and everything else, just let me know in the comments and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Remember to like. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do so because that always helps me out, and I'll check you guys out on the next video.
Oh, sunny day.